Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. You guys, today I decided to make like a condo slash like apartment slash like a bubble tea place and like a laundry mat. There's just a whole bunch of stuff in here and I had such a hard time, and I think you guys will probably see in the beginning of this video or probably throughout the video, I switched lots probably about like 4 times. Now, I think for anyone who has watched me since like the beginning, I would do this constantly, and it was because I was so unsatisfied with either the lot size or the lighting. Like, I always had such a hard time with lighting. And in this build, I think I probably switched going back and forth between lots probably about like 4 or 5 times. I'm not even kidding. And girl, it was too much. Like there was so much like that I kept wanting to change around. I'm not even fully like, I don't even really know like what I'm thinking fully of like the exterior, not like the building itself, but like the stuff around it. Okay, like the stuff the stuff around it, I'm like, sure, yeah, that works maybe. I don't know. So I don't know the way that like at the end, I don't know from like an outside perspective if it looks good, but I'm always like so hard on myself. So I was like, no, this looks like weird. I don't know. I'm not sure. And I'm not trying to fish for compliments or anything like that. I'm just like genuinely, I probably spent off camera probably about 2 hours trying to figure out what I wanted to do on the out exterior of this place. And I couldn't seem to figure out whether or not I wanted it to be on like a 64 lot or like a 40 by 50, or if I wanted to like add a park and maybe like a parking lot and maybe like a laundromat or something like that. At some point, I also wanted to do some like other buildings on the right side, but I was like, if I want to keep posting more, I gotta stop like making like massive ones. Like, it's good for me to do it like here and there, but like if I constantly want to make my builds way too big, it's gonna take like so much time, and then I'm not gonna be able to have it posted and ready for Sunday. So I was like, okay, maybe I can just do something cute. So I kept flipping back and forth of whether or not I even wanted to do anything on the outside, and I just wanted to leave the lot to the building. But then I was like, if there's a lot of people living here, if there are children living here, like I at least wanted somewhere that they could do things. So I made like a little park on the right side. It has like a cute little fountain. It has like the food stall from the new the new kitchen like pack that we got with like the pizza makers and stuff like that. I added that on there. We also have like a little basketball court as well, and it has a little souvenir pop-up thing too, and the laundromat is actually on the first floor of the behind the building. So it's actually a really fun build. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I definitely want to do and make some more, but I actually had a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys like the build. I kind of called this my crush next door, and the reason for that is like I'm imagining like a little girl or like 2 residents that are here, like the little girl and the little boy. It's kind of like Taylor Swift "You Belong With Me" kind of thing. Like they look outside the window and they have like little signs being like, you know, you should come over, I like you, you're so like, you know, like I probably not the come over part, because like I imagine these people to be like 5 unless they're like best friends. Like I'm thinking like maybe the little girl really likes the little boy, and then the little boy likes the girl, and they like talk through the window because their windows are like on either side of the buildings. And I think it is so freaking adorable, and maybe they're like best friends and they like have a play date like all the time. I don't know. But I love it. I thought that it was so much fun, and that was the first thing that popped in my head when I wanted to build this stuff. So I thought it was really cute. So I hope that you guys like the little concept. Okay, and again, for anyone who knows me, a girl has a really hard time trying to talk about builds. It's just the way I am. I have a really hard time doing it. I am trying my best, and at the end now I like to just like go through the build and show you it. I don't know if I should just like go at the end of the build, kind of go through the building and just show you what I made, or I would have like the pictures and videos at the very end. Or maybe I can put like the photos and videos of the house itself in the beginning, and then maybe do like a walkthrough at the end. I'm not too sure like what I'm gonna do for this video. I know I'm talking about it now, but I haven't recorded anything at the end for this specifically. But I just have a hard time like trying to talk about my building, and it's just a really hard process for me because I'm just like, there's a door, I decided to put a bunch of beds in, like I can't, I can't. So I hope that you can stick with your girl, because I usually just like to tell stories to you guys, and my job is hectic. I have so many stories, and I have 2 stories, and one actually happened today, but if it's Sunday that you're seeing this happened yesterday, and it's been crazy. But I'll tell you the first thing that's been going on, okay? Prepare for this. Okay. Where I work, it is crazy. And the only reason I say that is because lately it has been getting really sketchy. And I mean by sketchy as in like I need to call my boyfriend when I'm walking to my car after work. And the thing is that lately there's just been a lot of weird things happening. So the other week, these 2 gentlemen came into the store very briefly. It was me, my other friend, one of my other friends, and then my manager. And so my manager was in the back room, and we were just kind of all like on the floor. And these 2 gentlemen walk in, and they kind of like leave like really abruptly. And it wasn't like a in and out kind of thing, like, oh, you know, I kind of walked into the wrong store, I'm gonna leave, or like, oh, I don't really see anything I like, I'm gonna go. Like, no, it was like a really weird like dip and ditch, like, you know, like that's what I'm saying. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. And so while we saw that, I looked at my friend and we were like, okay, that was really sketchy. That's really strange. But I didn't really think much of it. It was just kind of like a whatever kind of thing. So fast forward probably about 3 or 4 days, I was in the store with my friend, and this security guard came in, and he came up to me and he goes, do you guys have security cameras? And I was like, oh, I'm like, no, but I wish we did. Why? And he goes, well, on, I believe it was the 10th. He's like, on the 10th, these guys came in around like 4:30, and they kind of went in and they dipped out. And they have been kind of involving with the police, and they've been going around malls and places and trying to like harass women and like scare them, and like taking photos of them, and like they're basically being accused of like trafficking and stuff like that. For the kids watching, we're like car traffic, you know what I'm talking about, like the cars, but for anyone, you know. So we were just kind of like, whoa. I was like, really? And then I couldn't think, because girl, I can't remember a thing. If you asked me what I had for breakfast this morning, I would have no idea. I couldn't tell you. But like I was like sitting here listening to him, and I go, what? Was I working that day? I couldn't remember. So I looked back on my schedule, and I was like, no, I totally was working that day. I finished at 5. And they came around at 4:30, and then it kind of like clicked in my head. I was like, oh, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was there. I knew what the guy was talking about. I was like, oh my gosh, I was there. And I told him, I was like, oh yeah. And I started describing the guys, and he was like, yeah, that's him. Those are them. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, no, like they kind of just came out, and they went abruptly. And the reason that they left is because I remembered my manager. She's like an older woman, more than like us. She's not like old, but she's like an older woman. And, she like came out on the floor, and like they dipped. And so my friend and I were both like, oh my God, yes, we do remember that. And like they did come in. So the guy told us like what they were being accused of and all this stuff. And, you know, if anything happens again, like just kind of like, you know, you have our numbers, call us if you need us, you know. And we were like, okay, like we'll definitely keep an eye out. So as we were kind of walking around, and we're just like, okay, that's really scary, that's really sketchy, don't like that at all. Like another day like passed by, and like there was police that were blocking a lot of the doors on the other sides of like where we work, and we had no idea what was going on. And there was a man like walking around apparently in the stores and stuff like that, and he had like a weapon on him. And it was just really crazy. We were just like, what? Like, where are we working? Like, are we in like a prison? What is going on? So when that was happening, we just kept hearing all these things and it just really freaked me out. So I was like, and I work like late and I don't like doing that because, you know, it's lonely. It's scary being alone. Like, yes, I have like trainings and things and I have things like I get really nervous, especially walking out late at night. Like, that's creepy to me. I don't matter who you are, like I don't care. And so this lady walked into the store and she was so sweet. It was late at night, so it was just her and I, and we were talking. And she was like, "You're like here, like by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "How long have you been like alone, like since like tonight?" And I was like, "Well, I've been here since like 7:30." And she's like, "And you don't finish like late, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, my daughter used to do that, and she didn't like, you know, like being out there late, 'cause like it gets scary. It gets like, you know." And I was like, "Yeah, like it totally does." And so I told her, I was like, "No, I just called my boyfriend like to leave and get back to my car. It just makes me feel a little bit safer. So if anything does happen to me, knock on wood, then I even knocked on my door, on my desk. I was like, okay, no, not gonna happen." But I told her, I was like, yeah, so if anything does happen, he kind of knows like where my last location was. So that was kind of scary. So then the next day we were talking about it with our manager and just letting her know because we sent her the photos of it. And because they had photos of the guys. And, you know, the next day we were talking, and then we look out and we see them walking in the store, like walking past the store. And we're like, oh my God. I'm like, that's them. And apparently the guys keep changing like their hats and their like glasses to try and like change their appearance or something. But like everyone knows that it's them. And so that was really scary. And so we like told our manager and we had to call security, and then they did like kind of like a little round check to look. So it was really creepy. But we were just like, yeah, they're just kind of like wandering around. Love that. And then my friend sent me the next day, you guys, the next day. This has just been a crazy week, but the next day my friend sent me a photo, and it was of this girl, and she kind of made a post and she was talking about like where I work. And she said, I was going to, this is what she said. I'm just going to summarize it for y'all. But basically, she just like went to the store, and in the morning she was waiting to get in. And the lady was kind of waiting outside, and she didn't speak English like at all. And she, well, at least like when she was talking, and she like looked at her and she goes, "Aren't you supposed to be at school?" And she kind of just ignored her and she kind of just went on her way. And then she kind of stopped her later again, like she got in her way, like when she was trying to like walk around her or something like that. And she like politely asked her you know, the time. And it was her broken English and all that stuff. And then she just told her like the time, and then when the store is gonna open, like this and that, right? And so apparently, like right after she said that, her whole like demeanor changed, because like she then started to say that she wants to open a shop, like people don't like people like you. Like she was just like throwing everything left and right. And this is what she was saying like on her post about like her experience. And then the lady starts taking off her jacket, and then it's like she feels like she's like calling her all these really, really like bad things. And then she starts taking like aggressively off her jacket, like she was gonna like fight her or something like that. Like, girl, it is 9 a.m. in the morning. If you want to start, no, probably 8:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. If you're gonna start a fight with me at 8:30 in the morning, let me have my matcha first, okay? Like, girl, just like sit down for a second. Let me have my matcha first, okay? Let me wake up. But like, so apparently this woman tried to like fight her. So she had to call security, and they got her out. And that was just like in the morning. Like that didn't even happen at night, you guys. And it didn't even happen with that like guy. But apparently right after that happened, a man walked past and took a photo of her. And then and then he left, of the girl, not the lady that was like confronting that girl, but the man took a photo of the young girl who made that post. How creepy is that? I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then later that night, because I am again by myself, and then I start closing the stores and everything like that. And then my friend who works at Tim Hortons, she came by and she was like, yeah, they closed the door because like there's police in front of it, so you can't get out there yet. And I'm like, bruh, I'm like, I just want to go home. Like, what happened? And so apparently I had to do something with like a baby, but I kind of took my time closing the store. So by the time I got out, they were gone, which was good. But you guys, as soon as I get my car, I lock the doors, I check my back's like seats. You gotta do all that stuff because like that's creepy. So that has just been a crazy, crazy time. And then yesterday, or I guess when you're seeing this, yeah, yesterday, but today for me, I had to go chase down an old lady. Because when I was in the store, like, hold up. I don't want y'all to be like, yo, Simspo like chases old ladies out of her store. No, I had to track down this woman because, okay, she came into the store, she bought some stuff. There was also another lady that came into the store and she bought some stuff. And they had both of their bags beside each other. This old lady took both the bags and left. And she only had the one bag. So this lady went, grabbed the other bag, and then she left. And I'm like, wait, what? And everyone was like, wait, wasn't there supposed to be a bag here? And then my other coworker, she's an older woman, but like she just started freaking out. She was like, oh my God, she's like, where's the bag? It got stolen. I was like, okay, calm down. So then the woman, the customer, she walked like out the door and she could see her like walking away, and she's like, she's down there. She's like, for that woman, girl, in the matter of that time, that old lady, she ran, like she got some distance on us, and like she's just kind of like I don't know if she's got like wheelies on her shoes or what, but the granny went, and I had to like go over and like follow her. And I was like, you know what, I was just talking about like 2 minutes before that, like losing some weight, so I was like, okay, I'll get my steps in, let's see if your girl can still run. Finally chase after her, and she had to go and like tie her shoe. So thank God she had to go tie her shoe, because that's the only way I could catch up to her. And she kind of just sat there, and I like grabbed the bag like very like gently. I didn't like rip it. Like she just had like it on the ground while she was tying her shoe, and I was like, hi, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I think you accidentally took the other lady's bag by accident, because you know that's not your bag. And she was like, oh. And like the way she did it was really weird. Like she was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then she just like kept going. So I was like, Granny, were you trying to do that? Were you trying to steal it? Do you know what you were doing? Or are you just trying to play the card that you're a granny and everyone thinks that you're like, you did that by mistake? Or did you actually do that by mistake? So I don't know, but I thought it was really funny. So I like grabbed it and I just like walked away, and then I walked back into the store, and everyone was like, oh my God, you caught the granny. And I was like, I did catch the granny. And it was just a whole thing. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, this whole week, you guys, has been crazy. Even though Emma is not here, and for those of you who don't know who Emma is, you know what? I applaud you. But you know what's even worse? And I'm gonna tell you something right now. We just got this new girl in. Okay, hold on. We just got this new girl in. And what does my friend say to me? The one who I also work with? She goes, you know what? There's something off about that girl. She gives me Emma vibes. Girl, if I have another Emma, I will throw in my resignation on the spot if she does anything. I can't do it anymore. That was too much. But I don't know. You know what? Maybe it'll give me some good stories. But as I was trying to train her today, she kept like touching everything like in the store and trying to like move it around. I don't know if she has like major OCD, but like she was just like not looking at me when I was trying to like tell her things, and like she was doing a whole bunch of like I don't know, like going down on the underbunks and trying to grab stuff like almost 80% of the time when I was trying to train her. So I was like, girl, I'm like, I don't know. She's giving me weird vibes already, and I don't like it. It's making me nervous, because usually when I have something with someone and I feel a little awkward about them or there's something off, it never goes well. So you know what? Stay tuned. Who knows what's gonna happen? But you know what, you guys? I'm going to pop in. I'm gonna pop into game really quick, and I'm gonna show you guys the entire lot. And then maybe I'll have some nice photos on the end. I need to figure out what I gotta do, but let me know if I should do like photos in the beginning or no photos and just do like the walkthrough in the back. But okay, let's go. Okay, so we are in game. I just wanted to pop on really quick to just show you guys the entire lot here. So on my gallery, which my name will also be here and in the description down below as well, but it just says My Crush Apartments, and it's a 40 by 30 lot. Now, this is the full finished product. This is the outside, and I had a lot of fun. It was definitely, again, a little weird. I don't know how I fully feel about like this section, but you know what? She's cute. She's living. Like, I feel like I could see a couple families living around here. We have a basketball court here. This is the way into the laundromat. We have some little seating areas. We have a little like beverage cart, and then we have like this beautiful fountain over here, and then we come over here, and then this is gonna be like the bubble tea store. I actually really like this little spot where all of your Sims can kind of hang out. We have like a little kid seat. We also have like the nice barbecue. We got a cooler, and then we also have a rack for all of your clothes. So I thought this was like a really cute little thing. And then I felt over here I needed to add something to do with gardening. So we have like these little, so I just put in these two little planter box over here, but you can definitely add more if you prefer. And then I have like a cute little bike over on this side. So you have a couple entrances to go up. So we have this side here, and then you also have this side up here. I do believe, yes, okay. And then I also do have like a third entrance on this side. So literally, if anything happens, girl, you have a way to get out of like almost everywhere. And these are where the apartments are going to be. Now, this is the first apartment. I thought it was really cute. It's just like a little cute little room with 2 bathrooms, a big kitchen as well. This is like across the little hallway. And then of course we needed to have like a little vending machine. I assume like only one Sim is living in here. So I just made it cute and simple. It's very light. There's a lot of white tones in here. So I actually really like it. I think it's really clean. And then over here, I imagine like a big family living in this spot. So this is just the kitchen, obviously, that we have here. And then this is like the little seating area. We have the bathroom. And then over on this side, this is where like the master bathroom is. And then we also have like the master bath as well. I thought I added a TV in here, but I guess your girl forgot to add a TV. I'm sorry. This one is the parents' bedroom. And then as you go upstairs, we have the little boy's room, and he has a bathroom as well. Like, what? He has his own bathroom, which I am jealous of. And then we also have the teen room here. I imagine like she just loves pink and purples. She's just obsessed with those. So I wanted to add that in. And this goes straight out right to the balconies. Now to go up on the second level, I do have this here. So this is like the other stairs that you go up, and it's gonna lead you up here. And then these are gonna be the 2 bigger apartments. I assume this is like the little girl, and you can see like this is her bedroom, and then she's right across from her crush. How cute is that? I love it. So I had such a fun time doing this. So her room is super cute. It's very small. It was really hard trying to figure out like to like add everything in here, but like I imagine it's like a single parent. They have like a really tiny kitchen. Like there's just a whole bunch. Like even the bathroom is kind of squished. And then you go over here, and then this is like another room. I assume it's just like a couple who probably lives here. A cute little kitchen, and then we also have the bathroom in here, which is a huge window for the bathroom. So they ain't hiding nothing. That is what I'm thinking. They literally are not hiding anything. They got nothing to hide. And then we also have like just like a little tight bedroom with a little balcony on here as well. And then moving down over in towards the back, this is going to be the laundromat. So this is just like a cute little room. I just thought it'd be really fun that if you had everyone living in a facility and everyone has like a laundry basket, wouldn't it be fun to just have like a laundromat here? So everyone has to come down here to do their laundry, minus the people that can like hang dry their stuff up here. But like, isn't that fun? I actually really like that. So I wanted to add that. And then over here, this is like the little bubble tea place. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Like I didn't want it to be too crazy. And I think that's what you guys will kind of know about me, is that I like to do a lot on the outside, but keep it kind of not super crazy on the inside, because it just makes me like anxious. So this is what I was talking about. Like this has like a little spot so your Sims can go and maybe sell some food or like anything that they want to make. And then I do have some monkey bars over here as well. So I just think it's really fun. And then we also have like a little seating area out on the front for the like the little bubble tea store as well. So you guys, that is it. If you guys want to download this build, it is available on my gallery. Again, everything will be in the description down below for you guys to download it, and I will be posting a lot of photos on my Instagram as well, so please go make sure to check out on there. We're almost at 800 followers on there, which is really exciting. Yeah, I hope that you guys like this video. I'm sorry if my voice is a little lower. I think my dad's starting to go to sleep soon, and I just don't want to be too loud. So I hope that you guys like this video. Maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all later. Okay, bye guys.